Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. A lot of people think the rich and poor are separated by money. That is not the case. The classes between people are not separated by money. It's separated by knowledge, or more particular, information. And you can be still not so intelligent, but with information, it's become powerful. Look at your damn president. And this video, I'm about to tell you all a little story that's going to incorporate a whole bunch of things that I've been saying for the last month on this channel. And it's going to be very interesting, and you're going to find out a lot of stuff in this video. So let's get to it. So, you know, my daughter, she is a nurse practitioner, and she has this business, Revo U. When she started this business, the church offered their facility for her place where she can go in and see her patients. So this church is in West Dallas. And I'm saying this for a reason. One of the things that I noticed, she called me and said, "Hey, Dad, they got all these beautiful homes right next to these shacks, and these people that look like they're homeless are still walking around the streets." One day I went with her to go and do something at the office. This one person was laying in the street, looked like he was dead, and her being a nurse practitioner, man, she wanted to get out and go and, you know, CPR, check his vitals. And I'm like, hold up. And my daughter didn't like that. I didn't let her go and do that. So we left and we came back. Then we saw the guy sitting up. I said that to say this: the people who are still there in the gentrification that was going on is so egregious that the people are still there. Usually they try to clean up the place before they start bringing in these homes. Well, they're building these $1 million homes right next to these shacks, and they're going to displace the people that's there. And it's just not happening quick. They're just going ahead and putting the homes in there anyway, right next to the shack. So this is going to be a perfect example of one. This house right here is listed for $1.8 million. But when you look at the house next door to it, it's a shack on both sides, two shacks. So here is one of the first tidbit of information that people need to be aware of. And they don't, and what you don't know could really just uproot your whole life. Now, the people who are being displaced, a lot of them are being displaced only because they're not doing this one simple thing. A lot of them are above 65 years old, and they can have a 65-year-old exemption on their taxes for their home, along with the homestead exemption. Because if they had that, their property values will stay solid wherever they are when they turn, whatever the property values are when they turn 65 is where it'll stay until they die. So it wouldn't matter if they bought a house like this next door, but they did. So let me show you an example. And this example, I'm going to show you a house to the left. This one has no exemption on it, and look at the taxes on it. This taxes on this house is $5,000, $5,000 a year. And then the house on the other side with the exemption is $0. Now, $5,000 may not seem much, but when you're talking about these older people who are elder, remember minimum wage was $335, $285 back in the day, so they're not getting a lot of Social Security, and that's the only income they have coming in. With less than $1,000 of Social Security coming in, it's anything that you have to pay outside of that gets very tricky, because they take out Medicare out of the Social Security too. So you have a minute amount of money. So when something comes in and they put a house next door to you, and now it is $5,000, that right there in taxes, $5,000 to $6,000 of taxes, that is $500 a month in taxes alone. And you forget about insurance. They're not only carrying insurance on the house, but that's huge. So people get displaced. So that's the tidbit one. That's another tidbit. If you know and your parents are over there and you know about this or learning about it, I would check on your parents, make sure I got that exemption on their property so it wouldn't, so they won't lose it. So anyway, fast forward, let's talk about this house here. So I go in and I look at these houses, and this, I'm dropping another tad bit for you. If you're in Dallas County If you go in and look at your taxes, the appraisal district, the CAD, the county CAD, you can see your home and they will have a building class listed on there for you. I'm going to use mine, for example. And this is what mine says. It's a building class 21. So if you click on the building class up under the CAD, they're going to give you a list of all these different codes right here. The residential dwellings is 1 through 16, 18, 23. You can see right there. So if you go to a 21, which is what mine is rated at, it says it's a very good quality custom brick veneer house. It has better quality than a 15 or 18. It will have wood shingles or better quality composition shingle roof. Has 3 or more bath is normal, and it could be on a slab or a pier and beam. Let's just see what a 15 is right here. A 15 is a good quality veneer home. They're similar to a class 13, but have better quality, and they are pier and beam on a pier and beam foundation. So you can go here and see these classifications over here. But when you go to the classification on that $1 million house, this is what I'm saying when that house is not really worth all of that construction wise. It just said it's a solid masonry dwelling on a concrete slab foundation. It meets minimum standards. That's it. It meets minimum standards. Yet they want $2 million for it. This house is being put up here, and as you can see, the building class is just a plain house. I saw this house go up. I see the materials that was going in there, and it's just nothing but this plain house whose building quality is below like something like my house, but they're asking $2 million for it. How could this be? It could be this way because there's information out there that you don't have and I don't have. Now, I have information like this that comes to me. It don't come to me as quick as the people with the big money come. And the reason why it comes to me is because I'm in a title business and I run property. I do stuff. I see developments happen before they spring up. So I get to see them purchase the land and all this, that, and the other. So what's happening over here is there's going to be, and people should know about it right now, there's going to be a lake out here over there where the Martha Hunt or whatever that bridge, this location, it's going to be a lake there. And all the properties in the area were bought up from people. These people, a lot of people who knew this is coming, these are the ones who, before the billionaires like Mark Cuban, they know what they're going to do. So they go ahead and purchase all the little vacant lots and little houses and tax foreclosures and all of that. Just scoop them all up for pennies compared to what they can get for them now. These lots were going for $4,000 a piece. Now the lots are easily $200,000-$300,000. The house on the lot is not worth hardly anything, but the lot is where the value is. So they bought up all this stuff. Why? Because they have information that most of us didn't have. And with this lake being here, these houses that are there now, they're going to be lakefront properties in the future. They are going to be lakefront properties. So that's why they're asking these millions of dollars for it. It's not because the house has superior build quality or it has superior expensive items in the inside. No, this is going to be lakefront properties, and those people are getting in there early and then building their properties there, even though homeless people, crackheads, shacks, and everything are still there. Now they're harassing these people. They're making all the businesses clean up their mess, or either just plain old denying them certificates or occupancy and getting rid of them. They are really taking this area to a new height. It's just that these people are the first ones in, and they're already selling their houses for millions of dollars, not because of the quality, just because of the location. And the people are going to be displaced. But when you got the information You can also um, protect yourself as well as increase your wealth. Because if you had that information, you will hold on to the lot or go and buy a lot yourself and then just sell it. But it's neither here or there now. It's a foregone. Everybody knows this. A lot of people know it, but some of y'all don't know it. So my first thing is make sure you get the tax exemptions for your parents. Make sure you have the over 65 exemption so gentrification won't attack you like this and you have to get out, because it is a major deal. And the people who know, they don't care about your parents, they don't care about the people, they care about the dollar. And they're putting up a house there's I wouldn't want that house. I wouldn't build that house. I'm not gonna go and use all Home Depot materials and build a house. I don't. It's the location that's making it worth $2 million. It's not the house itself. Anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that uh tad bit about what's going on in certain areas and what's going on in general. When you age, you have to have information. You have to. If you don't have information, you need to obtain information, and uh, you need to tell your children this. You need the legacy. Everybody talking about generational wealth. It's gonna have to start with generational education, generational knowledge. You're gonna have to pass this stuff down to your kids so you can go and you can make sure that this right here, your lineage will be intact, because your kids know what you know and more. So go out there, check your parents' information. Make sure that they have all of their deductions and exemptions and stuff like that to save them a lot of headache.